Alright folks, it's now time for the TLC wrap-up. Ryan Young joined on the phone by the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, we had some tables, ladders, and chairs on Sunday.
No stairs, but oh my, what a Sunday night.
How many years ago was the stairs involved? Was that a few years ago?
I think it was 3 years ago in Cleveland. It started in Cleveland.
Oh, Lord. Okay, let's start this thing off. A pre-kickoff show. Sasha Banks gets a win over Alicia Fox. Asuka. What?
Crazy Fox.
Boy, she's a piece of work. She's like that crazy ex that don't go away.
She's like the crazy Mickey James from 8 years ago.
Is she didn't make out with anyone yet, though.
Not yet, but I don't think that'll happen.
Mickey James got to kiss Trish Stratus.
Yeah, everybody did.
Tony? Who else? Well, Vince McMahon kissed her. Did The Rock kiss her?
Yeah, he kissed her. I've heard a lot of the locker room kissed her.
Test? How about Test and Albert?
Yeah, they've done it too. It's all behind closed doors in that book.
What? She has a book?
I don't know. Might have a book.
Asuka defeats Emma. Tony, she begins her rampage. How soon before she's women's champion?
Probably close to Mania, we're going to say that.
Do you think it'll be Mania against, who do you think's her best, her against Alexa, or do you think it's Nia Jax, or do you think Nia Jax returns before then?
No, I think Nia Jax is...
She might be done.
She's got to probably go back to NXT or something, because she needs to get help on that, she needs to get a little bit better, but her matches were horrible.
Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann defeat Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher. Raw Women's title, Alexa Bliss retains over Mickie James. Cruiserweight title on the line, Tony Enzo wins the title over Kalisto. Tony, I can't, your only win of the night, by the way. And,
yeah.
Tony, I'm done with Enzo. I can't do it anymore.
I'm done with your coin picking, that's it. You're sucking more corn after that.
Tony, Enzo at least lost his voice for the last couple of days, but I'm still over him, Tony. I can't do him. I think I
need to hear you use your voice a couple times so I can do this show.
When you actually show up to the show, Monday, we were off a week, and Monday you were a no-show.
Yeah, I told you, I was out in town.
What town?
I was out in Chicago with Ric Flair and Charlotte.
Oh, I'm sure. But Tony, how long is Enzo going to be champion? Because I can't do it anymore.
Until, probably until WrestleMania.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Who takes it from him? Is that contract still in action where no one can get a title shot?
Well, actually, tomorrow night I'm gonna...
No, last night.
Or last night, I guarantee Kalisto probably won it back.
I hope so. God, I hope so. If it is, I'm wearing a sombrero on Friday's show. Then we have, where's the fifth? Oh, Finn Balor defeats AJ Styles in a match. Okay, folks, we didn't even talk about this. Meningitis going around the WWE locker room. We had a bunch of changes since we didn't have a wrap-up, or we didn't even have a warm-up, so we didn't get a chance to talk about this Monday show. It happened before I recorded it. Who was supposed to face Finn Balor? Bray Wyatt out with meningitis. Roman Reigns out. Kurt Angle's in for with the Shield, and then AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Tony. A possible match of the night or match of the year for a match that wasn't even supposed to happen.
Yeah, I still don't think it's match of the year. Yeah, I still think there's some matches that I haven't picked match of the year yet.
And then of course we saw Elias get fruit and vegetables thrown at him all night. Then eventually they have the match where Jason Jordan defeats Elias. I still don't know what the hell was happening there. We're just going to skim right past that. And then TLC match, Ambrose, Rollins, Angle defeat Braun Strowman, Kane, Miz, and the B.A.R. What a match.
Well, it ended up being 3-on-3 because Kane and Braun Strowman ended up fighting each other.
Are we going to see those two as a team on Team Raw, or are we going to see them two against each other down the line?
We'll probably see them two go against each other because I don't think they're going to be on Team Raw.
Up-to-date standings. I won the coin toss. We didn't record it, but I won the toss. I'm up 108.5 to 92.5. Tony, you better get that John Cena costume.
You better start singing them Dodger blues because you're going to be... I'm going to be like... Well, you're the Cubs. I'm going to be the Dodgers. I'm going to be power-ups in your ass in free pay-per-view.
Tony, what?
See you at Bound for Glory.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Tony. There's some news floating for TNA. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, but we're gonna recap. We're gonna recap Raw next on the Ringside Report. On this date, Tony, in 1998, Halloween Havoc went a half hour too long and got cut out.
That was that's the WCW right there. Speaking of that's the WCW, Monday is gonna be our Halloween show, correct?
Yes, I got an update on that, but continue.
So I believe I hear. Well, you did me as an impression. Could we either? I got three opportunities for you. I want you to be either A. Brandon McGrath, B. Scott Beatty, or C. Jimmy Blaze. I don't know. What do you think?
Ooh.
I'm just saying. He did me, so.
Can I? Oh. I gotta get. I'm not the same hair color as any of them guys. I might have to stop. Okay, my original plan was to go to Walmart and get a Ted costume, but apparently it's not there anymore. I was gonna be a teddy bear, but Tony, I like your thinking, man.
Well, because you had beef with Jimmy Blaze in the past.
I don't. It's not beef. I haven't talked to him in almost 2 years.
You always have beef with Scott Beatty every SSW pay-per-view.
And for Brandon, I have to gain a lot of weight to be Brandon.
Just stuff up on your shirt, under your shirt. But with Brandon, you had a long time, but it's either that or go as a Brunto Dodger fan.
I'm gonna think about that, Tony. But we have a Halloween show coming up on Monday.
Breaking news! I just found out. Well, it's not really breaking news, but during the Cubs 2018 season, May 11th through the 13th, the White Sox will be at Wrigley Field that weekend. Okay.
Well, Ringside Report will be retired by then, so.
Yeah, but we'll be drinking the White Sox Cup game that day.
We hope so. Okay, let's recap Raw real quick. Kurt Angle comes out and announces all the matches. It's going to be champion versus champion and non-title matches at Survivor Series, plus a 5-on-5 men, 5-on-5 women. AJ Styles on the Shield defeat Miz and the Bar. Kane defeats Finn Balor. Asuka defeats Emma. Alexa Bliss comes out and Mickie James attacks, or then still calling her old, but then attacks her. Elias versus Jason Jordan ends in a no contest as Jason Jordan. You see the bruise on his arm from that guitar?
Ooh, what a shot.
Hopefully he's okay. Paul Heyman comes out along with Brock Lesnar, as he pretty much says, bring on Jinder Mahal. Tony, did they show up at SmackDown last night?
I guarantee they like the SmackDown roster. I guarantee Alexa Bliss and everybody showed up.
But do you think, we'll get to that in a second, do you think Brock showed up?
I hope so. I hope he did. I hope he has five Jinder Mahal saying, game on, bitch.
The winner of this match would be the Raw team captain for the women's team. Alexa Bliss defeats Sasha Banks and Bayley. I consider that an upset.
Not Alexa Bliss. Get that wrong. Alicia Fox.
Oh yeah, Alicia Fox. My bad. I'm sorry, Tony. I'm glad you're here to correct me.
Crazy Fox. We don't call her Alicia. We'll call her crazy.
You do not call a woman crazy, Tony, or you won't have your nuts when you're done with her.
Talk to AJ Lee about that one. She was called crazy. Look how delusional she gets.
True. Alexander, Metalik, Ali, Swan, and Kalisto defeat Gulak, Davari, Nee, Star, and Enzo.
Let's just say Team Lucha Libre beat Team Jersey Shore. There you go.
Yeah. And then finally, Kurt Angle comes out, talks to Shane McMahon, interrupts, and then the whole SmackDown roster comes out, and Shane McMahon says, get him.
Just some of the SmackDown people. It just turned into anarchy where they were
They attacked everyone. Tony, did they retaliate? Okay, of course, we're recording this before SmackDown, but we're recapping SmackDown on Friday's show. Did Team Raw, because again, Green Bay to Milwaukee, what is that, an hour, 2-hour drive? Flight?
About 2 hours drive if you're driving without traffic, about 2 hour drive.
And about a 10-minute flight. I don't know if they're flying, but
no, they're driving.
Tony, tell me, did Raw show up at the BMO Harris Bradley Center last night?
I guess I heard from Turner they did show up, and I guess they left everybody, but I guarantee kidnapped by Brock Lesnar as the show's gonna end, as he holds his Raw title saying, "Suplex say this, bitch."
Okay, we'll see what happens. That's Monday Night Raw. As we are on the road to Survivor Series. Should be exciting. Great way to start. We're going to take a time out. We're going to preview Ring of Honor, NXT, and talk Impact. That's next on the Ringside Report. On this date, Tony, the real wedding of Triple H, Paul Levesque, and Stephanie McMahon, 2003. They've been married for 14 years. Happy wedding anniversary.
Yeah, what a way to get married. Everybody was there. All the fans and Levesque were there, but it was a nice wedding. I heard it was not televised.
Well, there was a couple that were televised. The one that happened at the Vegas drive-thru.
Well, you always remember every time a wedding gets televised, something bad happens.
And then the one where Triple H, that was when they renewed their vows, when Triple H called her a no good lying bitch.
Yeah, because when she was pregnant, she thought she was pregnant, and that doctor was an actor.
And Linda should have mind her own business with that.
Well, they knew that was going to happen. But the best part was AJ Lee leaving Daniel Bryan the altar when he went free.
What about Billy and Chuck when Eric Bischoff was dressed as the priest, and then 3-minute warning came out, or the 2-minute warning.
No, it was 3-minute warning. It was a good way because Rico turns on Billy and Chuck, jumps the Raw, and then it led up to Unforgettable where Stephanie trying to shoot women, but she killed the guard, her job at Rikishi, and Bischoff got the ass face.
Both members of 3-minute warning are dead now. Do you believe that?
That's crazy. Now Rico is probably the B.A.R in Las Vegas.
He's somewhere. I just heard about him recently. I forgot what it was about. But anyway, Tony, we got some other stuff to talk about real quick. Ring of Honor, I'm going to run through what we got scheduled for on Marty Scurll's going to win against Jay White. The Dogs, which is a team of Red Titus, formerly with Kenny King and Will Ferrara, are going to take on the Tempura Boys. Then a number one contender match for the TV title. It's going to be Shane Taylor versus Punishment Martinez versus Mark Briscoe versus Chucky T. That being said, now let's shift to NXT. You can of course watch Ring of Honor on the Fight Network app. NXT, Tony, you said during the break, what's going to be the match of the night or match of the weekend? Because I think Survivor Series is going to bring it, but it's going to be tough to top War Games, something we haven't seen in almost 20 years.
Yeah, but the last time we saw War Game was '98 when it was the NWO. It was a crazy War Game, but like I said, War Games is always the crazy ending where something could happen, and NXT needs to take over because it's Booker weekend. Booker T's going to be in the house all weekend.
Of course, then let's shift to Impact real quick. News broke on Monday that Impact has now cut ties with Global Force Wrestling and Jeff Jarrett. This is just weeks before Bound for Glory will be out on the patio next week. It'll be Sunday, November 5th. Tony, we keep saying this. I think we've been saying this since we started the show. When is it going to be enough for Impact? Tony, what else do they have left? Because if their Global Force wrestlers leave, they don't have a roster.
Well, that's, when TNA was bought out by, because apparently I read the Wikipedia thing, and I read a story with what's his name, Billy Corgan and Dixie Carter. I guess he sued TNA for breach of contract, whatever it was, and they were behind in taxes. So, but Impact needs, I don't know, their show has been nothing but this bad ratings and everything. It's gonna get bad names. So it's supposed to have a pay-per-view in 2018 lockdown, but who knows if there's gonna be a roster? Because I hear they're leaving Orlando already. Yeah, because what they're gonna do is they have they have Bound for Glory in Ottawa, and then they have 5 nights of taping, so that could probably take them till the end of the year. But then, I mean, maybe into the early part of 2018. But then what happens? They don't have a roster. Because Global Force Wrestling is their roster. They have all these new belts. They got to take them away. It's a shit show right now. So I'm guessing they're making new titles right now for Bound for Glory. Maybe Triple H will buy them out and he'll have somebody take over. We'll see what happens. But Impact will be on Thursday night on Pop TV. You can of course NXT tonight, WWE Network, Fight TV app for Ring of Honor. What's up? I want to see John Smith go back to WWE and go against Michael Cole. That would be awesome.
That'd be fun, but I think, Michael Cole already had his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, well, he's not allowed to wrestle anymore because of that. But what was the other thing? Congratulations to the Dodgers.
Yeah, we talked about that on Monday's show. I was at that game. I left in the third inning. Congratulations to the Dodgers. Game 1 was last night. Game 2 is tonight. Best of luck to all the Dodgers. Now, if you're a real Dodger fan, enjoy it. If you're just an anti-Cub fan, you're a prick. But if you're a real Dodger fan, enjoy every second of this, because hang on, Tony. Last fall was the funnest ride of my life. You guys haven't been there since '88. I wasn't even born. So enjoy it, have fun, and we'll see. I think you guys are gonna mow through the Astros. So I hope you guys get your title.
Yeah, it was good thing for the Cubs. 3 consecutive trips to the NLCS. They did pretty good. Chris Boswell, good luck to you.
I think he's going to Minnesota. Eric Hinsky's going to the Angels, and Dave Martinez might be the Nationals' new manager.
Well, it's going to be a fun ride next year, and then I've been told by ESPN broke news in August saying that due to what happened to the Louisville scandal, I'm pretty ashamed about the NCAA basketball with that.
Yeah.
The 24-hour marathon will not be tipping off this year. They got canceled it because of
all the hoopla.
But what the stupid way to end because the college basketball season with Louisville. Embezzling money, my God.
I know. College football or college sports is a dirty thing behind the scenes.
And then you have the NFL with Donald Trump and the national anthem and Colin Kaepernick. Oh my God.
I know, it's crazy. Okay, folks, that's gonna do it for Wednesday. For Monday or for Friday, we're gonna recap SmackDown recap SmackDown 205 Live Ring of Honor NXT Plus a ringside moment number 21. The best moments of Drinks with Jen. We only had 3 episodes of it. Tyler, myself, and Brandon. Our best moments of it. That is our moment number 21. Look forward to that. What's up?
What are we sponsoring? Liver cancer?
Yeah, we're not sponsoring it. We're supporting it. The fight. This is our final week for it.
And then don't forget the following. And then in November, we're gonna be getting ready for the What are we sponsoring in November?
Nothing, Tony. We'll be outside most of the month for Bound for Glory Week and Survivor Series Week.
We're counting down the turkey week. Enjoy
yes, so I can freeze my ass off. I'm either baking myself in the summer for SummerSlam, or I'm gonna be freezing my ass off in October or November.
Just realize this. We have November, December, January, February, March.
We have 5 months left.
We have 5 months left until WrestleMania. Get ready for New Orleans. We're gonna be baked in New Orleans.
Should be fun. Okay, folks, everyone have a great Wednesday. For the King of Controversy, I'm Ryan Youngton. Thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.